we are in need of a quick hitting 20-minute max workout that covers your entire body. Here you go. This is it. We got 5 movements. The first movement is going to be core focused. We're going to pre-activate those abs, those obliques, so that when we do our next 4 total body movements, our abs are getting extra attention the entire time. Because hey, who doesn't want to work on that core a little bit? Not just to make sure we have that 6-pack, but to make sure that as we are going about our daily business, the core is always engaged, so it's got to be strong. So that's going to be a huge emphasis for our quick hitter that we're going to work on today. So without further ado, first exercise, we are on the ground. Like I said, we want to pre-activate those core muscles. We are doing oblique slides. So I like to get in I call this the froggy position. We're going to get in there, soles of the feet pushed together so that our knees are out. Lay back. Shoulder blades are off the ground, so we already have a little crunch in there. I'm going to go over here so you can see my hands where they slide. I'm going to put my hands, nice flat hands, on my legs, okay? Your fingertips will probably touch your knees about. I have pretty long arms, so yours might not get all the way there. But as we're going to slide, you're not focusing on crunching. You're focusing on trying to get the palm of your hand onto your kneecap. And then your core will take care of crunching itself. You don't need to worry about that. Just worry about, hey, I want to put my palm on my kneecap, and then I want to slide back. Now I'm going to go to the other side, palm over the kneecap, slide back. Every time you do it, I want you to try and hold it about 2 seconds once you get up there. So 1, 2, then you can rest at the back, or you can just go right to the other side. It's completely up to you. But try and get that 2-second hold. That will maximize the results that you're getting from this exercise. Core is fully engaged. Let's go ahead and get some of the total body work in there so that we don't necessarily need to focus on just our abs anymore. They're already super tight from what we did on the ground. So we're going to go into kickstand squats. So what it is instead of doing just a one-legged squat, this one's going to give us the same benefit of it, but we're going to have a little extra balance support with our opposite leg. So you're going to take one leg. I'm going to take my right leg. I'm going to just kick that up on my toe. I'm not stepping way back, just right here, and just kick right up on your toe. This is the kickstand. My left leg right here, I call my plant leg because that's the leg, my foot is firmly on the ground. Just like a regular squat, I want to stay on my heel the entire time. I'm going to do that by once again, just like a regular squat, sticking my butt out. So go ahead and just go as low as you can while staying on that front leg. You'll probably get a little bit lower than you do with 2 feet, but I'm always up on my toe. I'm just kickstanding. Now, if you want to add a little bit extra into this exercise, you're more than welcome to grab something. If you have weights, great. If you don't, you can grab a book, you can grab a sandbag, whatever you got lying around, and just kind of hold it right under your chin. So you're getting a little shoulder work in there by holding this up. Your biceps are engaged. Your core is getting extra work in there. And the movement stays exactly the same. I'm just sticking that butt out, coming up, and I'm always, always, always pushing through the heel of my plant leg. Hop, push up position. Okay, I'm going to go over that acronym all the time. I know we've done it before. We'll probably do it again. But whenever you see it, it's kind of weird. So just remember, pop, push up position, toe touches. The biggest thing to do here, and I'm going to show you here in a second, but I want to relay this before I get down so you can fully understand me before I'm out of breath. Make sure after every toe touch, you return to push-up position. You got to return to a flat plank push-up position, or else you're going to be shortchanging yourself. And you're doing all the work anyway, you might as well get all the benefit from it. So we're down in push-up position. Now the way that I go back to touch my toes is I'm just going to stick my butt back. So sticking my butt back, my whole body goes back, and I touch my toes. All right? Same arm touches the same side toe. So my left arm goes, or my left hand touches my left toe. Obviously, sometimes, maybe the first time you do this, you can't get all the way back to your toe. That's perfectly fine. That's just where you're aiming at, all right? But again, I'm going to stress this again. Make sure after you touch that toe that you get back to a nice flat push-up position. Really get all the benefit you can out of it. This guy has got to be one of my favorite, really quick metabolic exercises to get the heart rate up. Ice skaters. So once again, just going to go through it briefly because we all should just kind of get that movement in memory because this is one of the best in my opinion. We're going to explode off our outside leg. So I'm going to the left. I'm going to explode off my right. Explode to one side. Now, this leg kind of wraps around on its own. My body just does that. That's how I catch my balance. If you kind of go like this, that's perfectly fine. Don't think you have to mimic exactly what I'm doing here. But make sure you get your balance every single time before you explode. It is not about speed, it is about explosiveness. And once you can combine explosiveness with speed, whoo, sky's the limit for you. Back down in push-up position for this one, pup. So we're doing mountain climbers, but as opposed to the speed mountain climbers that you see on YouTube and you see on the exercise infomercials every now and again, we are doing controlled mountain climbers to where I like to call it more of a knee drive as opposed to a mountain climber. We're going across the body. So before I get down, once again, I don't want to be out of breath. I want you to understand me, what I'm saying. We're going to go across the body. So your right knee is going to aim for your left elbow. That's where you're aiming. You don't actually have to touch your elbow. That's very, very difficult. Not everybody is that flexible. So right knee, left elbow, controlled. Having it under control is going to maximize the work that your abs have to do. Going super, super fast, now your abs lose contraction and it becomes more of a hip exercise that's just meant to get your heart rate up. Heart rate up is great, but we want to get heart rate up and maximum muscle contraction. That's how the money is made right there. So, push-up position, right knee, driving it right at my left elbow, come back nice and controlled, and then I'm going to switch on and off, staying under control and returning to push-up position every single time. Just like our toe touches, you want to make sure you return to the correct position every time.